All right, we're going. Okay, have you ever been frustrated by the cost of organic products and thought that it is just too expensive to afford a healthy lifestyle, or just given up on trying to buy organic, or trying to buy the better, healthier product because you just think you can't afford it? My name is Rebecca Levander, and I am the founder of RebeccaLevander.com. And today I am going to give you a bunch of tips on healthy living. You can afford it, and I'm going to show you some easy ideas of how to save money. First, we're going to talk about food. So my first tip is to buy in bulk. In many grocery stores, so in my area, I know that Hy-Vee and Whole Foods both have bulk sections. So I buy my oatmeal there, and my beans, rice. They have flours, nuts. If I'm making my own trail mix, I'll buy a bunch of different nuts there. It's a great way to save money. Also, many stores have spices in bulk, which is a huge money savings. I just save my old container and refill that. And it's way less expensive. I do recommend for spices that you do buy organic. Another way to save money on food is for your meat to go to the farmer and buy a whole cow or half a cow. It's often much less expensive than buying it piece by piece at the grocery store. Even when I go to my local farmer and I buy it a la carte, I am still saving a lot of money over just getting it at the grocery store. Another place that you can save money on food is going to Costco. If you haven't been there in a while, they have tons of organic and healthy options. Some of my favorites are the little applesauce packets for my kids' lunches. They have little hummus packets for my kids' lunches. They have coconut milk, hemp hearts. Simple Mills has amazing paleo crackers, and they carry those. So if you haven't been there in a while, check it out. Also, use what you have on hand. So all of us have those things in the back of the pantry that have been there forever, or in the bottom of the freezer that have been there forever. So take a week or a couple of weeks and plan your whole meal plan around what you have in your pantry or freezer. If you have artichokes, figure out how you're going to use those. Save money by just using up what you have. Another tip is don't waste. So if you have leftover rice, don't throw it away. Make fried rice with it the next day. Or if you have left, your vegetable scraps, when you're chopping up vegetables, throw those in a baggie in the freezer, and then when that gets full, use it to make veggie broth. So just by not throwing away stuff, also your leftovers, get them in the fridge or get them in the freezer the next day. Leftovers are good for one day, and then after that, you're not going to eat it. So make sure they get in the freezer right away so you're not wasting. Another tip is to make it from scratch. I know it's convenient to go to the grocery store and you see the cut up fruit and the cut up veggies. And sometimes when I'm traveling or in a pinch, I love that those are ready. But day to day, it's way more expensive buying them pre-cut. So just cut them yourself and make things yourself, like make your own fruit snacks. I have a recipe on the blog for French toast sticks that are much less expensive than buying the packaged French toast sticks. So making things yourself is a huge savings. Use your freezer. So I know we're coming to the end of gardens and fresh produce, but all summer, if you're growing stuff and you have an abundance, process it and freeze it, and so you can have it all winter long. Oftentimes also frozen veggies are cheaper than fresh or frozen fruit. So I have an extra small freezer down in my basement that I use for my bulk meat that I buy or anything I buy in bulk, and it's a huge help and huge savings to have that big freezer. Another tip is to eat less meat. Meat is often the most expensive part of our meal, so don't have it at every meal or don't have it every day. Take a day or two out of your week and just don't have any meat. Rice and beans can be a super tasty meal and really inexpensive. look for private labels. So Whole Foods has their 365 label, and Trader Joe's has their private label. Most grocery stores have their own private label. You still want to check the ingredients, but private labels are oftentimes less expensive than the name brand. Buying local can save you money. So going to your farmer's market, I know we only have a few more weeks here in Minnesota of farmer's markets, but going to your farmer's market or meeting your local farmer can often save you a lot of money. Just make sure to ask what they're using, if they're using pesticides or what they're using on their produce. A great way to find a farmer near you is localharvest.org. Another tip is shop online. One of the resources that I found is Thrive Market, and I just started using them, and I use several. And I have a course that I'm about to launch, 6 Easy Weeks to Clean Living, where I give you tons and tons of resources. But one that I love that I've just started using is Thrive Market. Everything that you can buy from there is non-GMO. And also their prices are 25 to 50% off retail. So I have found in my search that that's one of the best places, or you can find the best prices there at Thrive. So if you go to my blog post from yesterday, so RebeccaLavander.com, I have a link to a code on there where you can save 25% off your first order. They also have free shipping over $49, which is, easy to do when you're grocery shopping. Another tip is be prepared. Always carry healthy snacks with you. I have a ton of great ideas on the blog. But just so you have stuff so that you don't have to stop at so your kids aren't begging you, I'm hungry, Mom, can we stop? Oh no, I have something right here. Also, I have meals in the freezer so that they're ready to go. So if we had something come up and it's dinner time and everyone's hungry and we don't know what we're gonna do and someone wants to go out, no, I can throw this in 20 minutes, it'll be ready in the Instant Pot. So let's just eat at home. Another tip, okay, so now that was food. Now we're gonna move on to clean beauty. A tip for beauty is make your own. You can save tons of money by making your own beauty products. I have a recent blog post for making your own body scrub and lip scrub, which is really perfect for this time of year as it starts to get drier. So that's a way you can save a lot of money with beauty products. Another tip is simplify. Do we need 10 things for our face, an eye cream, an acne cream, a wrinkle cream, do we need 10 things? Or if you need to save money, stick to the basics. Cleanser, moisturizer, exfoliator. And exfoliators are easy to make yourself. One of my favorite things, again, check the blog post for the link, but one of the things that I love is multitasking products that you can use for more than one thing. One of those is Beauty Counter's Cleansing Balm. I bring this with every time I travel. So it is a cleanser. It is a moisturizer. It takes off all your makeup, your mascara, everything, and you can use it as an overnight mask. So instead of bringing 5, 10 products, I can bring that one. So that even though that one product costs $80, which is a lot, if I use it once a day, and I don't use it every day, but for sure when I travel, that can last me about a year because it's so concentrated. So you got to figure that in. It is definitely a great investment when you realize that you can replace a bunch of products with it and you can use it for more than one thing. Another tip is try it before you buy it. Reach out to manufacturers and see if they have a sample. A lot of times it comes to organic stuff, you don't know if it's gonna work, if you're gonna like it. Beauty products are, work differently for every person. So go to the store. Whole Foods has testers. Try it there, or like I said, reach out to the manufacturer. Pay attention to how much you're using. Oftentimes, organic products, they add less water, and then therefore they need to use less preservative, so they're more concentrated, so you need less. You may think this little bottle, I can't imagine why that would cost so much, but really when you're using a pump, it's a teeny pump, it goes a long way, and you just don't need as much product. Same with shampoos and stuff like that. So pay attention to how much you're using to make it last longer. Also in beauty products, look for private label. Whole Foods 365 brand has a lot of stuff in their beauty products, IL2. All right, for clean home, how can we save money here? Well, again, by simplifying. So instead of using 10, 12 different cleaners for every area of your home, use one and make it yourself. On my blog, I have a recipe for an all-purpose cleaner, and the ingredients are, you just need Dr. Bronner's Castile soap and water. And you can use essential oil if you want. But so I added up, I don't know, 8, 10 different products that someone may use around their whole house. That's about $36. The cost of one bottle of Dr. Bronner's soap on Amazon at the time I checked was $15.99 for 32 ounces. So that one concentrated bottle of Castile soap can make 16 all-purpose cleaners or 16 foaming hand soaps. I have a recipe for that too. Or of course 8 cleaners, 8 hand soaps. You get the idea, but it works out to be about $1 per bottle of cleaner. So I thought that was a huge eye-opener for me, big way to save. And if you don't want to make your own, BioClean is one of my favorite all-purpose cleaners. For 32 ounces on Amazon, again, it was $10.10, which you can use that concentrated cleaner to make 16 all-purpose cleaners, and that works out to be about 63 cents a bottle. So really, there are definitely a lot of ways to save. I also compared the cost of my favorite safe cleaning laundry detergent versus Tide. So again, I used Amazon prices, but Tide ranged from 19 cents for powder to 34 cents for liquid, and BioClean, that we have really been using for years and love, was 10 cents per load for powder and 9 cents per load for liquid. And that one really surprised me. Oftentimes we just assume it's going to be more expensive to use organic, or if something's going to be healthy or better for us, we just assume it's more expensive. That's not always the case. And for things around your home, if you want to buy something bigger, more expensive, an Instant Pot, a crock pot, a juicer, a blender, get on the manufacturer's email list so you can be notified of a sale. Also, Amazon Prime Day is a huge day for that. A lot of those things go on sale, and of course Black Friday. So if you're buying something bigger, then wait for those kind of sales. And that's it for my tips today. I hope that this has inspired you or helped you realize that we can live a healthy lifestyle and we can afford it. So let me know if you have any other tips in the comments below, or if you've tried any of these tips. I would love to hear from you. Also, I mentioned quickly, but I do have my course, 6 Easy Weeks to Clean Living, coming up. So get on my email list so you're the first to know. I've revamped it and have some amazing bonuses and lots of recipes in there that I've added and all this stuff. So go to RebeccaLevander.com to sign up for my email list. You'll be the first to be notified of that. And also right away, you'll get my free report, 10 things that you need to replace in your home right now. All right. Also, I'm doing a Facebook Live next week. So get on my list so you can be notified of when that is. And thanks to you guys so much for joining me. We'll see you next time.